Hello soulmates, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'll be teaching you how to cut and also how to sew this beautiful gown. So if this is something you're interested in, please like this video, comment, share, subscribe, and let's get started. Welcome back guys. So this is the upper part pattern for this tutorial. I have a video on how to draft this fully. I'll just link it up here so that you can see, but this is what we are working with. So as you can see this area, so let me just label, this is the bust, that area is my bust, that's the under bust. So now for this tutorial, let's draft this front. There's one design at the front, so for us to get that, you measure the distance between your bust and the under bust, then you divide it into two. Distance between your bust and the under bust, you divide it into two, then you take 1 inch here, that side, then you connect like a V shape, 1 inch at that sweetheart neckline area. Then the distance between your bust and your under bust, let's say it's 3, so 3 divided by 1.5, you locate the point, then you slant it like this. This is actually optional. If you don't want to do it, you can actually skip. And for the neckline, I just measure 4 inch depending on how wide you want the neckline to be. So the same 4 inch, you measure it at the lower part here, then you just connect. So I just want to increase mine. I want to increase mine to that part so that it can just balance well. But you can just measure the same thing you have at the upper part and at the lower part. So now this is my shoulder slope, and I'm just trying to rule out all the lines so that I can know what I'm working with. So this is the back pattern too. So after your zip allowance, you measure the same 4 inches that you measured, and the depth of the neckline at the back is 2 inches. So this is the pattern also. Like I said earlier, the tutorial, I have a tutorial on that. I'll just link it up here. It will be in the comment section and also in the description box too. So these are all the patterns we'll be working with for the upper parts. This is the front. So let me just label 1, 2, 3, and 4. So now this is the pattern and this is the back pattern. So without wasting much time, let's go ahead and cut our fabric. So this is the fabric and this is the dots that I added. So for this side, I added 1.5, and for that side, I added ½ inch. I added ½ inch at that area. So I added ½ inch at that area because my zipper allowance here is 1. So with the ½ inch, that will be 1.5. I hope you get. So this is the front pattern, and I just added ½ inch all around, and by the side, I added 1.5 for the joining. So this is this tiny piece I have here. So I cut out a net that I'll be using for the sleeve, and I went to add a plain black material under it because I don't want it to be transparent. So this is what I have added. So for this upper part, which is a net, so I just cut out a straight line net. So I'll make a gathers and I'll recut after I'm done. So this is the sleeve. So for the sleeve length, we won't allow it to get to your wrist. Let's say 3 inches above your wrist. That's where the length will stop, and this is the flare we'll be adding at the edge. So the measurement of your sleeve from your shoulder down to wherever you want it to get to, because you know this sleeve is always more than the wrist area. That is, the length is always longer than the wrist area. It will almost cover your hand, so you should measure that. So whatever you have after deducting the straight sleeve, so the remaining part you have, you use it to cut this part. And as you can see, it is doubled. So if you don't have enough fabric, you can just use the bias to turn it, but I like it when I double the fabric for this flare. It's always nice. So the first thing I did was to join this small piece with this middle part. Then after that, you go ahead and join this together. So for this pattern here, I went ahead to add my sewing allowance at the upper part and also at the lower parts. Then I recut the pattern. So after making gathers like this, I'll just place this on it. Then I will trim for it to meet the pattern I have. I hope you get. So I'll trim it for it to meet it. So you leave the paper with it. You sew the net with the paper so that you will know what you are working with. And after joining, I always notice that there's always ½ inch at this area, so I do cut it away. So you cut whatever you have away, and I'm just retrimming the armhole here. So this is what I have. Then this pattern, this part here, you just try and fix it. Just try and fix it. I will advise you not to remove the pattern at first because it can get confusing. So just leave the pattern with it and sew first. So when you are done, you can now remove the pattern paper. I hope you get. So you place it like this, then you sew. So you make sure you pin so that you can know what you're working with. If you haven't liked this video at this point, please like this video so that it can get to the right audience. Thank you. So this is what it will look like. Then for the other part too, you place it like this, you pin it down. You pin it down. Then after you are done pinning, you go ahead and use your lining to turn. You place your lining with it and you turn it. So this will be in between the lining and the fabric. So after pinning, you just go ahead and place your lining like this, then you sew. So after sewing, this is what I have. This is what I have and it looks nice. So the next thing I went to do is this back bodice. So I just went to turn it, then I did my darts at this back body. So because of time, I won't be showing that. So for these lower pieces, I went ahead to turn it. I will drop a tutorial on how to draft a pencil long skirt. So if you need that tutorial, just let me know in the comment section. So these are the sleeve and this is the sleeve, the other part, the bell part. Then I'll go ahead and join these two. So this is the back bodies. I've joined the skirt part to it. Like I said earlier, if you want a tutorial on the skirt part, just let me know. So now for me to locate where my slits will get to, so I'll just use my short gown measurement, then I'll go up by 6 inches, or you can do more actually, but most time I just take it up by 6 inches or 7 inches. Then that is where the joining will stop, and from the waist area downward I count like 8 inches there. So from here now, this is what I will be joining. So depending on the sewing allowance you added at this part, this will determine what you'll be taking out. I hope you get. So after I was done joining, this is what it looks like. So what I do most time is to just put an hemming gum in between this part. As you can see, it is sticking down. So I added hemming gum to it. So I ironed it downward. So this is what it looks like. So this is the back bodies I am done with. So this is the front bodies too. I've joined the skirt part to the upper part. So now the next thing I'll be doing is just to join this at the shoulder, and I'll join it by this side. So this is my sleeve. I went ahead to join the belt to the sleeve. If you want the sleeve tutorial, like this tutorial to the sleeve, I have it on my channel. So after fixing, this is what I have. So guys, I totally forgot this gown as a net design. So what I just have to do is just to loosen this gown. Yes, I loosen it back. For the net design, you locate your underbust, then you roll it to one side. Your underbust, you roll it to one side, and this other side is the waist. So you just make a point there. So this will serve as the slant. I hope you get. So it will start from the one side will start from the underbust, the other one will start from the waist area. Yeah, depending on the length of the net you want to use, I use 9. So the same 9 you measured, you rule it out at this area too. I hope you get. So now this is my net. The net I actually use for me, I use 1 yard. But if you are my size or you are bigger than me, you can just buy 1.5. Then I divided it and I make ruffles. Then I joined it to this part. You will see it shortly. So I first started from one side, I join it straight down. Then for the other side, I just try to arrange it like this. Try and arrange it so that it will look nice. If you don't arrange it, it won't look nice, to be honest. So just try and arrange it like this. And if you want to make any adjustment to it, this is the time to make any adjustment. So if your net is stretching, I would advise you to just drag it a little bit. Not too much, like just 1 inch. Make it shorter like 1 inch, so that when you wear it, the net will straighten out on your body. So after I was done fixing this, as you can see that I'm trying to stretch the net, so I went ahead to cut the excess I have by the waist. I hope you get what I'm trying to say. If you don't just get, just let me know in the comment section so I can explain better. So this is what I have. As you can see, I'm still stretching it because it is making the front part to fold, but when I wear it, it will straighten out. So this is my back bodice. Then I went ahead to join this, and this is what it looks like. As you can see, it is looking really beautiful, but I'll be adding beads to mine. If you don't want to add bead, it's actually fine, but the bead actually beautify it. Yes, you will see the difference now. So this is the bead I'll be using. They're all these pearl bead, and I'm using 3 different sizes. I don't know the size, but I'll just put a picture here of the sizes. There's a size chart for this bead. So on inside my bowl, I think I have like 4 different sizes, but I'll just be using 3. Yeah, I have like 5 different sizes here, but I'll just be using 3. So just arrange it the way you want. So for my design, I first arrange the bigger part up, then followed by the second layer, then followed by the third layer. So that is how I was able to achieve this. I'm sorry it was not clear. Something was wrong with the camera at this point. So I started with the bigger size, followed by the medium and the small. So after I was done, this is what the gown looked like. It is really nice. So I did a inbuilt corset in this gown. So if you're interested, please let me know in the comment section. Thank you.